talk about what I read and listened to in February. I read 5 books, I listened to 3, and 2 of them were on Kindle Unlimited. So let's talk about it. I also just uploaded new Kindle inserts and bookmarks up on my website, so if you're interested in that, go check them out. I started the month off strong with Freida McFadden's The Crash. I know that this one is getting mixed reviews. I rated this 4 stars. It's about a woman who gets caught up in a crash. She's sort of held hostage-ish. I would definitely watch a TV or movie adaptation of this book because I did really like it and I think it would have played out better on TV. Next, I read the second book in the Addicted series, which is Ricochet. This one is a much shorter book than the first and the third. So far in the series, we're talking about 2 addicts who are enabling each other until they get caught up and then trying to find their way after. Are they going to be together? Are they not going to be together? I think this one is more for filler and bridging gaps. I did rate this one 3, but I'm going to keep going in the series. I loved the first one, so we're going to see how this keeps going, and I'm hoping to finish the series by the end of the year. Next, I read Amanda Knox Free, My Search for Meaning, and I annotated this all over the place. I did have her on the podcast, so if you're interested in listening to more of her story and talk about this book and how she got to some of the conclusions and ideas that she has in the book, definitely listen to the podcast. I did not rate this one. I'm taking a page out of Brady's book, and I'm not rating memoirs. I don't think it's fair for me to judge someone else's story or their writing necessarily. There were a lot of lessons in this book that I think could apply to everyone, not just someone who was accused of murder and in prison for 4 years. Not sure if there's an audiobook on this. I also don't know if this is on Kindle Unlimited or on Kindle at all, but it is up for pre-order right now on Amazon. Finally got around to reading The Wedding People, and I was not disappointed. My only regret here is that I didn't read it sooner. This will definitely be a top book of 2025 for me, and I loved the dark humor. I loved the dark jokes. I think it gave a little bit of comedic relief, if you will. And again, 5 stars, wish that I read it sooner. Next, I read Yellowface. I didn't know what I was getting into with this one. I went to a bookstore with my girlfriend and we were just picking up books and this was one of them. Yellowface, a woman plagiarizes a book from her friend when she passes away, and people come to learn that she was, in fact, not who she said she is, and she's not Asian American. So does she have business writing anything regarding Asian culture, let alone stealing someone else's work? I ended up giving Yellowface 5 stars. I think this one was a really good read. I think everyone should read it. Check this one out. I do think it's underhyped. I do think it's a good one, and you guys should read it. Next, I read Alice Feeney's His and Hers. I did read it on my Kindle. I have come to the conclusion that Alice Feeney is slow start, strong finish. This one did take me a little bit longer to get into. A lot of buildup, okay? There was a lot of buildup for the first 100 pages, and I'm like, okay, where is this going? Lots of twists and turns at the end. This one is coming to Netflix this summer, so if you're interested in that and reading this before it comes out to the big screens, highly suggest that. I ended up giving this one 4 stars. Alice Feeney definitely did something different here. There's 5 best friends growing up, and they're basically getting murdered one by one. I listened to The Dollhouse Academy. I was scrolling on Audible. I saw it pop up, have never heard of it. It's about 2 best friends. They want to be actresses. They want to be in Hollywood. And what are they willing to do to get there? So this one was interesting. I ended up giving it 3 stars because I did feel like it dragged at some times. So check it out. Don't knock it till you try it. And last but not least, I listened to the Let Them Theory, and I had been seeing this everywhere. I was apprehensive to even listen to this book or pick it up because I feel like self-help books are so self-explanatory. Like, what do we need these for? So I definitely suggest listening to that one. I did not rate it because I don't think that it's fair for me to give a self-help book 3 stars when it could help somebody else. As always, you can find me on Goodreads. You can also check out my book club on KaylaLowry.com and let me know what you guys read in January and February.